Hey, LDVC, there's your boy, the coach. You're live on the Coach's Show, live. Boy, listen, y'all. Listen. It's almost like, with Claressa Shields, you kind of have to just really, really think that she really is stupid. You have to think that. You have to think that Claressa Shields is living in some kind of fantasy world. I don't know. Maybe Claressa Shields on drugs. I don't know. But, now Claressa Shields is saying that, hey, I can beat 98% of the men. Sure you can. And see, I have a lot of brothers, man. Why you going in on the queen like this, man? Well, first of all, Claressa Shields is not a queen, okay? Let's just get that straight. She's no queen. Matter of fact, it would shock most of y'all to know that when y'all call her a queen and, the sister this, Claressa, I hate to tell y'all going to be disappointed. You people are going to be disappointed when it comes to Claressa Shields. Y'all going to be disappointed. And I'm telling y'all now, when y'all be calling her the sister and the queen, Claressa ain't getting down like that. Claressa is going to, she's going to throw you guys under the bus. And I'm going to tell you, she's going to take it a step further. Watch what I tell you. Before the year 2021 is up, Claressa Shields is going to show you, okay? She's going to show you how anti-black male she is. Now, you hear me saying it. She's going to say it, okay? She's going to do and say some stuff, and you're going to know. Well, she's kind of already doing it now. But she says that she can beat 98% of the men. Now, this is stupid because, Claressa Shields is very much a feminist, okay? Straight up. Like, she's got that mentality that anything a man can do, I can do it better. She believed it. So, okay, here's what we want then. We want Claressa to get all the smoke, okay? I think they need to let Claressa Shields fight these men. I think they need to. In fact, I think they need to give her the green light. Matter of fact, hey, let Claressa Shields fight Keith Thurman. Huh? That'd be a good fight. Or put her in there with Gennady Golovkin, because she says she can beat him. Put in there with Showtime Sean Porter. Now, of course, they got to pay these guys enough money so they'll get in the ring. Because I don't think they'll do it for peanuts to go beat up a woman. Because, these guys will be heavily criticized. And, why did he take a fight with a woman and see all this stuff? They'll be heavily criticized. See, we know that history already tells us that this isn't going to work. Frida Cheetah Gibbs was beating every single woman under God's hot sun. She decided, hey, you know what? The women are no longer competition. Hey, I'm going to go fight a man. Frida Gibbs was defeated. Got knocked out. Okay? Lucia Riker was beating all the women under God's hot sun. Beating them down, killing them, destroying them. Fights a man, gets knocked out. History doesn't lie, y'all. I tell you, history don't lie. And I tell you, history will repeat itself. I think that they're going to, and I think they're going to give in. I think that somebody is going to figure out a way to promote Claressa Shields to fight a man. She says she can beat 98. Even an average man with power that hit Claressa, they'll knock her out. She chinny. I'm telling y'all, I keep saying if she can't take shots from Hannah Gabriels, or if Hannah Gabriels was able to drop her, guys, what do y'all think somebody with, limited boxing skills, they're going to hit you. It's a fight, okay? They're going to hit you, they're going to crack you, and you're going to go down. It's common sense. You got a male with any kind of boxing experience that's got some power. And God forbid if he fast, it's a wrap. First of all, Claressa is a stationary target. And it's kind of like, why are we talking about this? Why are we even talking about this? Okay, why? She's a very, very stationary target. Extremely stationary. Okay? Her hands are good. She's got good head movement, but she's going to get hit. If she and Claressa don't have power, let's face it. Look, if Claressa fights a dude with any power, it's a recipe for her being destroyed. Because she's going to stand in the pocket. She's going to move a little bit. Guys, y'all, please look at this girl foot movement. Her foot movement is not the best in boxing. It's not there. She moves. She feints very well. Her jab is very good. Her hands are very fast. Her combination punching is outstanding. But you got to be able to move. You can't be hittable. Claressa Shields is hittable. She's very hittable. She gets hits. Ivana Abasine, as slow as she is, She was able to hit Claressa Shields. And I'm sitting here like, what? Francione Cruz, as slow as she is. And Francione is slow. She's tough, but she's slow. She was able to hit Claressa with some good shots. And Claressa was tearing Francione up, punching her over and over. Francione was like the power. Claressa don't have great power. And you can see it, how she throw a punch. She don't have great power. She's not going to knock you out with a shot. It's just not going to happen. I think they need to go on and let this girl get in there and do what she got to do. Okay? Let Claressa in there. Let Claressa fight these men. And let Claressa get knocked smooth out. Because I'm about tired of her, man. You know, she got this attitude, man. She got this attitude like, women are being outdone. You know, I don't understand if Claressa understands business. I don't know if she understands business. Like, seriously. Okay, if not, look, Claressa, let's do the math, okay? Let's do the math. If not a lot of people are watching women's boxing, if you're not on pay, if you're not a pay-per-view attraction, you're probably not going to make the money that you think that you need to get. You're probably not going to make that. Okay? Can you put the behinds in seats? Can you get the viewership? Okay? Are you able to do that? As a fighter, you say you're a star. And then, people had this argument with Claressa, she was the fastest person, to win all these titles and be undisputed. Okay, great. Against who? Is the competition in women's boxing that great? See, this is the conversation that we have to have. Is the competition that great? Okay, me personally, I think there's a handful of fighters. I think you got people like Cecilia Brækhus. I think you got Savannah Marshall. Okay, I think you got Michaela Mayer. They're competitive. Katie Taylor is competitive. Jessica McCaskill is competitive. Claressa is competitive. You don't have a lot of competitive female fighters out there. The rest of them, I hate to say it, they're cans. You may find a handful, you might come across one that can actually go, that can bang. But a lot of them are cans, and the reason why women's boxing isn't that popular. Now, I don't understand why Claressa don't get it. It's not sexism, it's business. It's business. Look, Claressa, here, let's give you a math lesson, okay? How was Chris Cyborg able to command the kind of money she gets in MMA? Because viewership, she's able to get people to watch. She's able to sell pay-per-view. She's able to put asses in seats. Ronda Rousey got what? For every fight, towards the end of her MMA career, Ronda was getting over $2 million a fight. How do you think Ronda Rousey commanded that kind of pay? And we're talking about $2 million base pay. Ronda, after pay-per-views were over, Ronda probably ended up getting about $10 million a fight. But how? How was she able to do that? Because the people came to watch Ronda Rousey win or lose. They came to watch. And then, too, in MMA, there are also, you have a dance partner. You have dance partners. You have these people that, they're going to bring this air of mystique about the fight. Like, hey, okay, Ronda Rousey might lose this one. Hold on. And they're formidable opponents in MMA. So this is why, the mixture has to be there for Claressa to make the kind of money that she thinks she need to get. You gotta have more than one villain, or more than one person that can ruin the party. Okay, you gotta have people that we can say, okay, hey, you know what? If you fight this person, man, she might lose. You fight this person. I mean, how many fighters? When we talk about Claressa Shields, right? How many fighters do we actually say, man, this fighter got a chance against Claressa? I mean, most of us thought that Hannah Gabriels was going to put up a good fight. Most of us thought that Cecilia Brækhus would have put up a good fight. Some of us, I wasn't in that group. I said she was going to destroy Christina Hammer. Okay, but some people thought Christina Hammer would give her a fight. But guys, honestly, how many other fights can you literally get on here and say, okay, this would be a tough fight for Claressa? Okay, if you don't have, if you don't have like a conclave of fighters that she can fight, I mean, in men's boxing, we can come up with matchups that are exciting. We can come up with matchups that are very exciting. And in some of the matchups, Claressa Shields, either weight's an issue. Because Claressa, she's a big girl. And she got to drain herself to get down to 154. She does it. But, how long is that going to be able to last for her to get those fights? How long? How long is that going to last for her to be able to get down to 154? She cuts a lot of weight to get there. Guys, it's not a smear campaign against her. She's not the GOAT. She's not the GOAT. She's not the greatest woman of all time. I think, me personally, I think Ann Wolfe. I think really, if we want to look at who's good and who people avoided, man, people avoided Ann Wolfe. They avoided Ann Wolfe. Frida Cheetah Gibbs when she was boxing. And then, she went over to kickboxing and such. But, you got, you know what? I'm going to put together a history of female fighters, of boxers. I'm going to put it together. And I'm going to actually show you guys, okay? I'm going to show you guys. She's not the GOAT. But anybody with any common sense, no, she's not the GOAT. You're not going to make the kind of money. It's got to be dollars and cents. I mean, you have to generate revenue in order to make money. I mean, Adrian Broner can lose, but why do you think Adrian Broner can make, $10 million or have a base pay of $2 million? Why do you think? It's because people want to see Adrian Broner. Now, whatever reason they want to see Broner, it is what it is. It is what it is. But that's, Adrian Broner, he garners that kind of response from people. And people want to see him. Floyd Mayweather, people want to see him lose, so he can make people come to the fights. I mean, come on, guys. Who's actually saying, ooh, I'm going to go buy these Claressa Shields tickets. I'm going to go run and get a ticket. Oh, man, Claressa Shields. Hell, we don't even know when the hell Claressa fighting most of the times. Unless, and I'll say unless, you keep up with boxing, all of the, avenues, all the websites, where they announce women's boxing news. Unless you're really just a huge fan of women's boxing. We really don't hear about upcoming matchups that much. I mean, you got to look for them. They're there. They're out there, but you got to look for them. I think Claressa got a couple of problems. Some of them hers and some of them not. Okay? I don't know what it's going to take to get women's boxing, to be. I think the UFC, they've sold women. But, some women fighters not going to like it. The UFC, they sell sexuality. They do. They sell it and it's work. It's work for them. That's why they're able to get people to watch. They sell sexuality. They sell it. They sell it, hook, line, and sinker. And they've gotten people to watch WMMA because, people like the idea of women fighting in cages. And yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all, I've talked to so many MMA fans and they love the idea. They love it. They love it. And the UFC, they push the sexuality. They do. They push it. They push it to the extent. But what is Claressa going to do? You see, what is she going to do to defeat all that? Your skills just may not be enough to pay the bills.